Okay, we've got another recipe for you today. We're going to do a chocolate avocado pudding. So this is one of those options that you could maybe make for that full liquid phase of your diet after surgery. We are always telling you guys kind of stay away from a lot of these super processed foods, but then we also give you this list of full liquids, and pudding is on there, sugar-free pudding. So this is an option to do more of a natural type pudding that you can make yourself at home. It's got a really good fat content, but it's also got a really velvety type texture. So we're going to go ahead and make that. We've got our Ninja blender. You could also just use a food processor, just whatever you've got. So we're going to use 2 medium avocados. I went ahead and took the pits out so that I don't cut my finger off while I'm doing these videos. And just go ahead and add the avocado into the blender. So I went ahead and put the avocados in here, and I was wanting to mention this would be a great option if you've got some avocados that are about to go bad. They're a little bit too mushy for your liking. You could just throw them in here. So we've got our avocados. We're going to do a 1/2 cup of milk. This is whole milk. If you are lactose intolerant, of course, you could use one of the options that works best for you. You could use the coconut milk, the almond milk. You could even use the Fairlife milk. Just make sure you're doing, the no sweetener added to those. And then we've got just cocoa powder. This is a 1/2 cup. Careful when you pour this in so it doesn't go up in your face, and powder. Okay. And then we've got a little bit of the vanilla extract that's going to give it a nice flavor. This is 2 teaspoons. And then for a sweetener, we're going to use the monk fruit. This is just 1 teaspoon of the monk fruit sweetener. Okay. So we've just added all of our ingredients in here into the food processor, and then we're just going to blend it right up. Okay, so we've blended it up. I like to go ahead and just open the blender, kind of scrape the sides a little bit with one of these guys, or a knife or a spoon or something, and then we'll blend it up again. The recipe did call for just a little bit of espresso powder if you wanted to just enhance the flavor of the chocolate. We didn't have espresso powder, so we just put I don't know, probably a 1/2 teaspoon, maybe even less, of just espresso in there, because you don't want to make it too watery. But if you kind of like that coffee flavor, add that in, then we'll mix it up one more time, and then we'll be finished. Okay, so we finished blending that espresso in there. Gonna go ahead and just transfer this to a bowl, and then you'll refrigerate it to kind of let it set. Okay, make a nice little swirly, make it look pretty. Okay, so here we have it. We've got our chocolate pudding. You could honestly probably just eat it like this, but it'll taste better. It'll have more of that pudding consistency if you let it refrigerate, probably for at least an hour or 2. Another option, if you are past the liquid phase, but you're just kind of wanting kind of a treat like this, you could do this chocolate pudding. You could add some chopped walnuts. You could add a little bit of ground up flaxseed, just something like that to kind of enhance it. It's also something that if you were, maybe it's Valentine's Day, you're kind of hoping for some chocolate covered strawberries, you could even just dip your strawberries into this pudding and it would still be delicious. So just a couple of options that you have with this recipe. Super simple, super easy, but gets you a lot of those good healthy fats from the avocado. So try it out and let us know what you think.